Good morning, welcome to the channel. Rick and I are on a lake in the northern Aitkin County area. A lake we fished quite a few times. Done pretty good on it at times and also had marginal success. So we'll see if we can figure them out here in the fall. It's a very clear lake. Weed lines are quite deep, but I think the fish will be moved up shallow. We'll figure it out, get it going here in a minute. Thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
There's one. Little guy.
Love it. Is he worth weighing?
Hope that's not a harbinger of bad things to come first cast.
No, it won't. It won't be. They'll be ready to rock. He's a little guy, but he's fat.
It's better than no guy.
1.21 on the first cast of the day for Rick on a jig. Snaky northern or bass? It's a bass. It's a little guy.
Cutter. He's a little small.
He's not as fat as yours. Fish number 2, it's a 1.21. Caught on the DT6 perch. Crankbait. That one's a little better. 2-pounder maybe. He's got a bad eye. Someone must have hooked him. .53 on the swim jig. Switched from the crankbait because it was a little bit too weedy. The swim jig comes through the weeds a little bit better. We're fishing just inside the weed line. Weed line's at about 8 feet. We're fishing in that 5 to 7 foot range. Rick's kind of casting out onto the deep side, and I'm just kind of paralleling, pushing through the weeds here. That's fish number 3. Another little guy. But 1.30 on the swim jig again. Fish number 4. Fish on. Feel alright?
No, he's small.
Little guy. A little better than the 1.5 pounds, I suppose.
I'm using an abomination again, Mark.
Got the big fat worm on?
No.
Got one
It's not
of you
even a
using
worm
a
at all.
creature bait or something?
It's one of those bio bait shad type baits.
The jerk shad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright.
But on a
But not on a neko rig.
neko rig. That's ridiculous. He's got her down in there a ways. But not in his lure.
It worked.
Find the hook here. There it is.
It's bizarre, that's for sure.
I don't know if I'm even going to show that to the camera. Everybody will laugh me right off the channel.
Goal number 1, 1.52. That's fish number 5. Total for the first 5 is 7.78. 7.78. Rick caught him on a neko rig. He'll show it to you on the camera here. It's not your traditional neko rig. Got a jerk shad or a
Something. It's the only thing I could make the rings stay on because they're too big for most of my worms. Most of my Senkos, I should say.
hit it on the drop. Yeah, that's a good one. Didn't get it. I mean, it's a 2-pounder. Didn't get a real good one. Looks hooked good, huh? Yeah. Hooked good. Worried about the hook more than anything. Another 2-pounder, right? Get us to 8 pounds, I think. Maybe. Might get us to 8 pounds. .22, that's call number 1. Takes all the way up to 8.79, 8.79. A little better, but I mean, he's not a giant. He's burying though. He's over 1.5 pounds at least. 2 pounds, close to 2, I'm guessing. Maybe not quite. .29 on the swim jig. Caught him on a little inside corner here along the weed edge. It's a pretty steep drop here. Funnels into a point, into an inside corner right here. 9.87. We got one more under 1.5 pounds. We can get that one culled. We'll make our double digits. Another 2-pounder, I think. That's a good one. He's gonna be close to 2.5, I think. 2 3/4 maybe. 2.57 on the swim jig, all the way up to 11.15. 11.15. Throwing the Terminator swim jig. Terminator swim jig with the, it's like a 3/8 ounce, I believe. It's a light one. It's in the green pumpkin blue. And then I've got I believe this is a Rage swimmer on there from Strike King. There's one. That's a good one. 2-pounder at minimum. If it's a bass. Yep, that's what I was saying. That'll cull. No, we'll be all right. This one's 2 1/4 or 2 1/2, I would say. Yeah. Good one. Yeah.
I don't know if he's as good as yours.
2.66 on the swim jig, up to 12.30, and Rick's hooked up. Another good one, it looks like.
I don't know if he'll call anything.
220, yeah, he will. I think he'll just get rid of this smallest one. It's a 216.
So he didn't call.
Nope. 222 is the smallest. It's got like a slight bog stain. No. Might be 2 1/4. Yeah, he's fat, but he's not as long. .66 on the swim jig. Takes up to 12.74. We got one that's just under 2, just over 2 1/4. We got to get rid of. We can maybe make 13 then. Our big fish today is like 2.66. I think we got 2 of them like that. So, gotta find a big one. Northern, or is that a bass?
It's a bass. It is.
On just the jig this time. I don't know. 229 he's got to beat.
He's gonna beat it by a bit.
Not a lot, but a bit. 2.64, there it is. That's 13. 13.09. 13.09. Catching many fish in the 2-pound range. Caught that one, switched from the swim jig, found a nice weed flat There's a little bay here that is chock full of weeds. The weeds grow a little bit deeper here. They're out to 10 feet. Decided to throw just a straight jig because the swim jig wasn't getting any bites. Been throwing it for about 5 minutes, caught one. So maybe the sun's getting a little higher. They might be sinking a little bit lower in the weeds. I think he picked it off the bottom after it fell, and I saw it rest, and then I just tightened up my line, and then my line started swimming off. So just a regular, probably, I don't know, ½ ounce weed jig. Got a little creature bait on the end in the green pumpkin with the blue flash on it. See if we can catch some more here. Rick's got a jig going as well. Hopefully we can get a couple of 3-pounders here. I like it. I like these sandwiches like this better than with the cheese. Good one. I think. Is it a northern? Bass. Drilled it. He swallowed it. Pretty good. A 339 on the crankbait. Takes us all the way up to 13.95. Rick's got one here on the jig.
It's not going to help us.
It doesn't help. Shoot. He's pulling hard, but is it a good bass? I don't know. He got in the weeds. Hope he doesn't come off. Yeah, we should. He's got a clump of weeds on him, so.
Oh, that's a dandy.
Yeah.
It's real nice.
I knew it was going to be a good one. He hit so nice. It's another 3-pounder, I think.
Got a huge head.
Yeah, that doesn't have the thick body. Close to 3, I would say. Spot box. Yeah, cast it up that way as far as.
Okay.
They're eating this DT6. There we go, a good one, good one. This feels like how long does yours say we've been fishing? Here's a 3.50 on the DT6. takes us all the way up to 14.88. 14.88. So I'm throwing the DT6 in the perch color. Rapala. Real good bait for this lake. The lake's loaded with perch and walleyes and bass. Throwing it on the weed flats in that 8-foot range, maybe 5 to 8 foot range. Caught 2-3 pounders on that, so we kind of found an offshore saddle here that connects to the main shoreline. It's a little bit deeper and there's actually some weeds on it, so we're gonna probe this a little bit more here. So Rick and I are done here in Aitkin County today. 14.88 is all we could muster. Fish stopped biting around 11:30, 12 o'clock. Didn't muster anything good after that. We had 2 fish that came off, one on a crankbait, one on a jig. They possibly could have helped us, but got off. Never had them in hand. Couldn't tell for sure. So 14.88, better than we have been doing, but not as good as we expected. But I guess we'll have to get at it again here later this week and make that darn 15 mark. The fall has always been real difficult for us. So for Rick in the back, my name is Mark. This is Man on a Mission Fishing. Thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the water next time.